नरसिंहोऽखिलाज्ञान मतध्वान्तदिवाकरः जयत्यमित सज्ञान सुखशक्तिपयोनिधिः कल्याणाद्भुतगात्राय कामितार्थप्रदायिने श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथाय श्रीनिवासाय ते नमः। कल्याणाद्भुतगात्राय कामितार्थप्रदायिने श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथाय श्रीनिवासाय ते नमः। क्षीरेण स्नापिते देवी चन्दनेन विलेपिते बिल्वपत्रार्चिते देवी दुर्गेऽहं शरणं गतः। श्रीदुर्गेऽहं शरणं गतः। ॐ नमो नमः। धर्म विज्ञान वैराग्य परमैश्वर्यशालिनः आनन्दतीर्थ भगवत्पादान् वन्दे निरन्तरम्। बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वं मरोगता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्। शुद्धस्फटिकसङ्काशं त्रिनेत्रं चन्द्रशेखरं इन्दुमण्डलमध्यस्थं वन्दे देवं सदाशिवम्। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। अभ्रमं भङ्गरहितम् अजडं विमलं सदा आनन्दतीर्थमतुलं भजे तापत्रयापहं। चित्रैपदैश्च गम्भीरै वाक्ये मानेरखण्डितैः गुरुभावं व्यञ्जयन्ती भाति श्रीजयतीर्थवाक्। अर्थिकल्पितकल्पोऽयं प्रत्यर्थिगजकेसरी व्यासतीर्थगुरुर्भूयात् अस्मदिष्टार्थसिद्धये। सत्यपूर्णाम्बुधेर्जातो विद्वज्जन विजृम्भितः धनी ध्वंसी तु नस्तापं श्री सत्यविजयोटपः। सत्याभिज्ञकराब्जोत्थान् 50 वर्षपूजकान् सत्यप्रमोदतीर्थार्यान् नौमि न्यायसुधारतान्। शास्त्रेषु पारदृश्वानं शास्त्रज्ञेति च वत्सलं दीनभक्तोद्धारकरं सत्यात्मानं गुरुं भजे। सकलमठाधीश गुरुभ्यो नमः। विद्यापीठ विधातारं विद्यावारिधिचन्दिरं विद्यार्थिवत्सलं वन्दे महामहिमसद्गुरुम्। आपादमौलिपर्यन्तं गुरूणाम् आकृतिं स्मरेत् तेन विघ्नाः प्रणश्यन्ति सिद्ध्यन्ति च मनोरथाः। अस्मद्गुरुसमारम्भां टीकाकृत्पादमध्यगां श्रीमदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां हरि हरि। The unflinching faith in the supremacy of Sri Hari and his Parivara Devatas, we are all bestowed with Yatha Yogya Jnana Bhakti for us to lead in the right direction of Moksha Marga. With due apologies, I had to start late because there's back-to-back sessions today. I just had a 2, 3, 4 minutes, 5 minutes break to have some water. Thanks for waiting, and people are still joining. Pramod, you can send reminder to all the groups again. If it is sent, it is
yes,
fine.
Guruvale. Yeah, I have sent it to Guruvale.
Very good. Okay. So in the first session, we completed the pramanas as to why we must do this Nitya Karma Sandhya Vandana. We also came to know that Sandhya Vandana is one of the important Nitya Karmas, the basic karma which enables the upkeep and protection of our Brahmanism and Brahmanhood. And we also saw some of the scriptural authorities telling us that without Sandhya Vandana, all other karmas cannot be done. Which means after Sandhya Vandana, one becomes eligible to perform other Vedic karmas. So therefore, that information and motivation we all have. We also looked at some of the, let me get my PPT here, 1 minute. Where did I stop? Can anybody tell me in the last class? Where did we stop? Any idea?
The Pramana from Ramayana.
Okay, Pramana from Ramayana. Great. So let me share that screen. Okay, so before that, let me share this screen for you as to what our plan is and where are we on this. Okay, you're able to see the screen, right? So first part we did, and we have to little bit hurry up on the other parts, right? And we will do that today. So we should be able to finish Shuchi Karana, Gopichandan Nam. Did I complete Gopichandan Nam Mudra Dharan? No.
No, Gurugule.
No. Okay. So, and we will touch on Achamana and Pranayama Sankalpa. So as far as possible, I will aim to complete these portions today. And the question session will be at the end of the session. Okay. So keep this document ready for you anytime. This is the flow that we will follow. Okay. Now I'm getting into my PPT sharing. Okay. Were we here actually? Correct?
Yes.
Yes. Wonderful. Okay. So we were talking about in Ramayana, there is a mention of Aditya Hridaya, right? Where Agastya Rishi actually, he doesn't give the Upadesha to Rama because it is not correct. He did his Anuvada, right? And submitted to Rama, saying that Aditya Hridaya is one of the important things as a prayer to Surya, right? And because he protects everyone, gives luster, removes ignorance, and provides happiness. And we all know the benefits of what we get from the sun god. Therefore, sun as the adhishthan, right? We are looking at Suryantargata Narayana and submitting our prayers through Sandhyophasana thrice a day. And at the same time, Surya is a friend of Jala, water. Therefore, offering of Arghya pleases sun god so much, okay, but at the right time. Therefore, worshipping of Aditya results in healthy body and mind and high intellect, right, with great grasping power, high intuition and memory. Okay. And Lord Sri Rama himself, I mentioned last time that whenever he is to go in the Vana, right, when he was in the tutelage of Vishwamitra or in the ashram, whenever he saw water or Nadi, he used to tell Lakshmana, I think it is now time for Sandhya Vandana. So he used to perform Trikala Sandhya Vandana, and that was only for Loka Shikshan, because there are no do's and don'ts for Sakshat Sri Hari, right? Karma, lep, not at all. But to actually lead by example, Lord Rama did that. So we have covered till that, all that. Okay. And I also gave, did I give you this comparison of a tree compared to a Brahmin?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that. So now, what are some of the key benefits of Sandhya Vandana? It is a summary of what all we have spoken before, right? The first thing is remembering, right, the favor that God has done as upakara on us. That we said that Manava Jan itself is the first upakara. Then he made us Brahmins, right, having the Vedadikara and called us Dvijas. Then he made us Vaishnavas, right, Vishnu Sarvottama Pantha, we were born. And then he made us followers of Sriman Madhvacharya, which means the Dvaita Mata in terms of saying, I am I, God is God. There is Panchabheda, there is Taratamya. In that philosophy, we are born. So that Upakara Smaran is one of the benefits of doing Sandhya Vandana. And as I told you, the Brahmanya gets protected by doing Sandhya Vandana. And we gave you a lot of evidences in terms of what Vedas, Shrutis, and Pramanas tell us in terms of Brahmanism protection. And the most important I consider always is the Papanasha. Every second we do Papa to the extent of resulting in 10 additional janmas for us. Okay. If we theoretically go by saying that all my papas will be completed, then I attain salvation, it will never happen. Sri Hari is Karunamayi, and he is very much has that Bhakta Vatsalya on us. And then he says, I will burn your papas as you go, and your punyas will be retained, right? But be in the righteous track. So Sandhya Vandana is another tool which enables us to actually get rid of all the papas that we have accumulated. Is that clear? Therefore, the kind of mantras that come in Sandhya Vandana, right? To that extent, for example, if you look at Mantracham, if you look at Agamarshana Sut, right? All these things tell us that I will get rid of all the papas. But please remember, God also says that not that you do all papa, do Sandhya Vandana and think that it is now balanced, not at all. Whenever we do some papa, right, and Sandhya Vandana clears it, we also should reflect on saying that in future, let me prevent by not doing that papa karma. To that extent, Sandhya Vandana enables that mental maturity in us for us to actually go in the right track of moksha sadhana. And the number of pranayamas we do in the Sandhya Vandana helps in our lifespan increase, at the same time our good physical and mental health. Mental health is very important today. Most of the people, we suffer from some kind of depression, some kind of agitations, all that, and we resort to meditation, these things. Meditation is good thing, but what I'm trying to tell everybody is Sandhya Vandana has inbuilt meditation techniques, right? You are actually praying Suryantargata Narayana. Close your eyes and do that Dhyana Shloka, right? Dhyanam Deyasada Savitramandala Madhyavarti Narayanaha Sarasijasanaha Sannivishtaha Keyuravan Makara Kundalavan Kiriti Hari Hiranmaya Vapuhu Dhrutashanka Chakraha. What a fantastic Dhyana Shloka of Gayatri Mantra. If we do that with Arthanusandha and visualize Lord Narayana in the Surya Bimba, that is a fantastic meditation. After that, we actually do that japa, Gayatri Mantra japa, followed by Narayana Mantra japa. What else siddhi do we want? Is that clear? So we are all bestowed, made eligible to do this Gayatri Mantra japa. And this Gayatri Mantra japa is an integral part of Sandhya Vandana. Therefore, Vedas have been reinforcing that concept of saying that please do Sandhya Vandana, please do Sandhya Vandana. Even Swamiji also, in all his lectures, you will see that Nitya Karma Sandhya Vandana, please don't leave it. That gives us Brahma Varchas. Look at a person who does Trikala Sandhya Vandana. The kind of conviction, the kind of words that he speaks will have its siddhi on its own. Please practice this. All the people in this group also, all Adhikari Varga, who after doing 48 days continuously not leaving any of the Sandhya Vandanas, come and tell me as to what is the experience that you are listening. Not that you should stop after 48 days. You have been doing from the time you got this Upanayana done. But I can completely bet and challenge saying that that is the Brahma Varchas which makes us actually speak. Right? I have realized that, and that is the strength of my life, I can tell you. Is that clear? From 3 o'clock, if I have been able to speak non-stop, it is because of Suryantargata Narayana Upasana. Right? So let us all together enjoy the benefits of Sandhya Vandana as you saw here. Now I am getting into technical details of Sandhya Vandana Karma. This is very important. Okay. The bullets that you see is prep for Sandhya Vandana. First one is Snana, taking bath. All of us know that. That is, Deha Shuddhi is a prerequisite for this particular karma or any kind of Vedic karma. Why is it being put as a bullet here? You may wonder, right? I wanted to highlight the process of snana. Hey, what's a big process about snana? I just on the shower, right? Water falls on me. I apply my soap. I clean myself and my snana is over. Looks, sounds very good, right? But I'm adding a little, right, adhyatmika process here of snana. What is snana basically? We know that. We are only saying that any karma with little bit of anusandha, with little bit of adding that kind of spiritual meaning to that activity can enrich us. What we have been saying, Ganga Gangeti Yo Bruyat Yojananam Shatairapi Muchyate Sarva Papebhyaha Vishnulokam Sagachati. So people have told us that do Ganga Smaran when you do snana. Right? That's all. So the Ganga Nadi can be so many yojanas away from my bathroom. Right? But I am saying and praying that Ganga Mata, please come and bestow your blessings in this particular vessel, which I have filled with water for putting on my head. Therefore, when we are doing this snana, please have this anusandana of Ganga Smaran. One. Second, most of us do not know how to take baths. Are you crazy? I may sound crazy, right? What I want to tell you is that snana vidhan is you do your regular snana as you do. The last leg of this snana, think if you can do like this. Have two cloths with you. We call it madi panchai, right? One you are wearing it, one on the top of it. Okay, both are there. You don't have any inner garments. These are the garments that you have. So till the first part of the snana, you do the way you want. After that, have these two clothes, right? Take a small vessel, right, which is in your bathroom, right? Put your buckets to the side. Most of us cannot take cold water bath. It affects us. What is this thing? You have hot water bath. There is a small formula there, right? Fill your vessel with 1/4 or some portion first cold water, followed by hot water, again followed by cold water. This is called Samputakara chain. Cold, hot, cold. The proportion of mixing, you do it as per your temperature requirement of water. Fair enough? Then do Ganga Smaran and do this snana. Put this in this, you call it tambige or you call it vessel. Let it be as far as possible a non-steel vessel, right? And then plastic clear movement, right? And do Ganga Smaran and do it twice. It becomes Mantra Purasara Snan. That's all I wanted to add in this particular bullet. People may ask, difficult, not so practical. You will have to think, right? If we mind, it is a very simple thing. Do the regular snana, push your bucket, take this, and then put it. Or if you don't have that vessel, at least the shower comes directly. Have these two clothes, do Ganga Smaran, put on the shower, and take bath twice. Is that clear? So that is snana. Then after snana, please ensure that you don't touch any other thing. For example, simple thing, a foot mat is touched before snana also. So therefore, after snana, at least cross that without touching it. So that this shuddhi, shuchi karan is very important. Where, the bhakya shuddhi is there, then the possibility of antar shuddhi comes into picture. I can't be sitting in a very dirty place and say that I get concentration to do Sandhya Vandana. Sorry, it's not possible. Is that clear? And we have not come to that state where we can detach ourselves from my environment, ecosystem, and still pray for God. If such a state comes, I think you have evolved. Okay, so we are in the process of reaching a state where I can go into Samadhi Avastha. That's very technical. Okay, so after that, come to your Devagriha, Shuddha Vastra. What is Shuddha Vastra? Okay, means purity. It cannot be on the bed and you pick up that and come. Most of you don't do it. I know, but I'm telling you, emphasizing that. I can't pick it up from my wardrobe and bring it. It should have a designated place. What all can be used? Either a silk dhoti or a dhawale, that's called, maybe you call it made of jute, dhavala, right, is to be done. Or if you are putting your dhotra previous day in muddy on the puja room, that comes for the next day. These are the three possibilities. Using wet clothes is clear no. Only as apadharma you can use. For example, you have gone for bathing in the river, then you don't have a thing there. You have your muddy pancha actually squeezed, then 7 times show it to the sun god and then actually see that everything, water is sprinkled out, then you wear it, that is okay. But for a regular everyday Sandhya Vandan, avoid wet clothes. It should be always dry. Silk, pure silk, right? And always you should have a uttariya. Without uttariya, one cannot perform any karma for that matter, whether it is Sandhya Vandana, Dev Puja, Homa, ityadi, because it becomes nishphala. So this is a simple thing that is to be followed as far as your dress code is concerned. One more word of caution. All brahmacharis must have kaupina, langoti. Without langoti, they can't take bath. Okay, they should have langoti and another vastra to wipe themselves. Whereas grahasthas should not have langoti. Okay, they should have 2 vastras, one for wearing, one for the top. Okay, so when you come for Sandhya Vandan also, brahmachari should have kaupina and then a kind of vastra to be worn as lungi. No panchakache. Panchakache is only designated for grahastha-shrami. That is a person who has been married, right? So while he is a bachelor, he must use what is called kaupina plus a kind of silk dhoti, which is worn not as kache but as lungi. This is the dress code. Then nama mudra dharan. This is, I'm going to deal with it a little detail as I go, right? With Gopi Chandana having the Dwadasha, 12 namas along the different parts of our body is called nama dharana. And along with that, you have mudra. Mudra means symbol. So use the symbol of the actual, astra, shastra, ayudha, weapon of Sri Hari. Shankar, Chakra, Shankar, Gada, Padma, Narayana. So there are designated places where you apply this mudra. So by Nama Mudra Dharana, my body after Shuddha Snan, Shuddha Vastra, and with this Gopi Chandana Nama Mudra Dharan, right, my body goes into a state of divinity. And now preparing myself and my mind to perform this Sandhya Vandana activity. If we realize these things in fraction of a second while we are doing it, it gives you a very fulfilling feeling when you perform Sandhya Vandana. On the contrary, if you think that it is another interruption in my day, then it is not going to be fulfilling. And if we think that I have to put a tick mark, checklist saying that Sandhya Vandana Prata tick, Sayam tick, if that is the purpose, then Sandhya Vandana will become very mechanical and it will not be fulfilling. So the steps themselves are evolving into the act of doing Sandhya Vandana meaningfully. Okay. Then the Sandhya Patra. Okay. How many vessels should we have? It's very important. Okay. Give me a second. I will just show you those vessels. For a minute, I will stop sharing this again started, but I want you to see this. Okay. Okay. The first vessel that I need to have, right, is this. Okay. This is for Achumana. The shape is immaterial. It should be as far as possible made out of copper. correct? And then you have, this is called Uddharane. I don't want to call it spoon. Okay, this is called Uddharane, and this is a vessel used for Achaman. Means water put in this vessel should be used only for Achamana purposes. So 1 + 1, 2. Okay. Then I'm showing you another Panchapatra with an Uddharani. Okay. The water in this will be used for, when you say Pratas Sandhyam Karishye, you leave water, right? Use this water, and you should not use this Achamana water. Getting my point? Achamana water should be used only for doing Achamana. Okay. So this Karishye water, right, should be kept in this particular Panchapatra. And then what else this water can be used for? For example, right? You don't have to see me, but I'm going into action. You can see this right now. I take water here, use a Tulsi Kashta and do my marjan, Pratama marjan. Then put the, after the Pratham marjan, put that water in Arghya Patra. Then again take it Mantrachaman. Again Dvitiya marjan and Agamarshana Suk Papa Purusha Visarjan. Okay, and SS Mrityaja. For all that, I can use this second Panchapatra. So this is Achamana. This is for Karishye, Prathama Marjana, Mantrachaman, Dvitiya Marjan, Papa Purusha Visarjan, and SS Mrityaja. Is it clear? Okay. After that, I will also, for all that, I need a kind of Arghya Patra. This is Arghya Patra. Okay, that means when I say Karishye, I need to leave that water in another vessel, that vessel. You get my point? Okay, and this vessel is also used for giving Surya Arghya. Correct? Only caution is that before using it for Surya Arghya, this should be empty and wiped by your Karavastra. You should have one Karavastra which is wet, small Madi Pancha. It should not be wet. Wet means don't say, okay, I have to keep it in sun, etc. There should not be water. As far as possible, clean it. And then when you give Arghya, you should give in this cleaned vessel. Therefore, what I do is, till Arghya, I use another Arghya Patra. Okay. Then, when the Arghyas come, this is anyway dry. I have not used it so far. Therefore, I keep this for giving my Arghya. Am I making sense? Are you clear? Okay, good. So, we had Achamana Patra, Karishye Marjan Panchapatra, then till Arghya. This is not copper, but I just got you for demonstration. Okay, till Arghya, use this. But if you have only one, which is okay, whatever water was there before Arghya, you will have another vessel to throw everything, right? Put that there and make it clean. So based on your comfort, you do it. These both are not mandatory, one is mandatory. Is this clear? This is the ease of use. And I think having one more thing at home is not a problem. But if you are traveling, you might want to minimize number of vessels. But these two cannot be minimized. Please don't say that same Achamana thing I can do Karishye. No. Clear? No. Are we clear? So this demonstrates the Arghya Patra. Then there comes another one, right? Most of the time, right? Not most of the time. The important component in Sandhya Vandana is Arghya Pradhan. Okay. So for this Arghya Pradhan, I keep the water separately in this one. And when Arghya Pradhan comes, I write that yantra and use it, and with two hands, I give Arghya. You're getting my point? Surya Arghya, Teen Arghya, and followed by Kalatit, one more Arghya, 4 times. So this water is only used for that, and this job is done. Is it clear? After Arghya, we give Tarpan also. Keshavadi Tarpan in Shukla Paksha, Sankarshanadi Tarpan in Krishna Paksha. You might all this water is over, but you will always have water stored in your tambe. I don't know what you call this. Okay, I like to call it tambe in Marathi, tambige in Kannada. Right? In Tamil, what do we call it? Anybody here?
Sombu.
Chombu. Right?
You
So
can call it kalsha
have,
also.
yeah.
You can call it kalsha also.
Huh?
You can call it kalsha also.
Kancha.
Kalsha.
Kalasha.
Kalasha.
Kalash.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's also right. So you have this water after coming from bath, wearing your Shuddha Vastra, you collect water for your entire activity of Sandhya Vandana. First, what you do? Take your Achamana. You have, right? First, you should not put it in Achamana Patra. I'll tell you a small sukshma. Whatever is required for Argya, put that water first in this and keep it aside. Okay? And then put it for your Karishye Patra. Then you put it for your Achamana Patra. There is a sequence important because, right, the water that is used for Argya, right, should not be remaining from what you gave for Achamana. That is the significance. Okay. So now I have kept these vessels. Can you see now? Is it visible? All of you? This is Achaman. This is your Karishye. This is for giving Argya. This is for to give Argya water to be stored. And this is the Kalash in which you bring for water. This is optional, which I am using wherever. Before Argya, I use this as my Argya Patra, but I am just keeping it aside. Is this clear? And this can be as small as you want. It can be of silver also, or it can be of copper. Avoid brass. Okay, that's what it says in the metals. Tamra and Rupya, that is silver, are Sreshta Patras. Any questions on this Patra? Clear? Okay.
Guruji, Guruji, I have a question, Guruji.
No, 1 minute. All of you, if you speak, it is difficult. Only raise your hand.
Guruji, I've heard wherein they say that silver article is made of Rudra Netra Samudbhava. I mean to say it has been, the silver article has born out of Rudra Netra Samudbhava. So that has to be used only for Apara Karya. Normally, ideally, they should not be used for Japatapa. This is what I've heard. I'm not sure. I just thought of checking with you.
Okay. The Tatparya of your statement says that for Pitru Karya, you must use silver. That's the Tatparya. That does not mean that it should not be used for Devata Karya. Okay. If you look at Swamiji's puja, all the puja articles are of silver. Is that clear? What that statement says is that when you are doing Pitru Karya, if you have the Yogyata and you can acquire silver vessels, use silver vessels. Right? For Devata Karya, yes, Tamra is Sreshta. Is that clear? But when silver is there, you know, it does not beat the purpose. Nobody says you should not use silver. Clear? The general definition says for Pitru Karya, use silver. Did I clarify? Okay.
Sir.
Uday Chandra. 1 minute, Uday Chandra. If you don't raise your hand, you don't get a chance.
Sir. Hare Srinivasa, sir. Sir, actually, when we are going outside for any pilgrimage, what are the necessary patras that we should carry for Sandhya Vandana?
Now you please tell me. All of us decided that we want to do Sandhya Vandan every day, 365 by 24/7, no? Thrice a day, 365 days till we have our last breath. Okay. So when I'm going to outside, right, I have to do Sandhya Vandan. All the places you will not get Nadi. Okay.
Yes,
you will have to take water and do it. So always have this kit with you. Whatever I showed you, right? Have small things. At home, you may have bigger. Today, vessels are available in all shapes. Wonderful. Thanks to those manufacturers, right? Take those vessels, right? Keep it. It goes one within the other. You don't have to keep it separately. It goes one within the other. For example, what I have, this goes within this, right? And this goes within this. Okay. This goes within this. My two Uttarane go like this over. and this is my tambi. Okay, so you must take those minimum achaman patra, karishye patra, argya patra, argya to give, storing water, and this something. See, my only request to all is, when you're going to a place, don't beg for these vessels. What I mean, literally begging. What happens is that person has to finish his anika and give you. You waste your time. Is that clear? So can we not be self-equipped even when we go outside? Because suitcase full of things we take. 4 sets of dresses we take. 4 sets of pancha we take. Okay. So can we not have a separate set for traveling, separate set for home? We can do that. Okay. Then for traveling, when it comes, I will use the traveling kit. For example, I don't use this daily. I use my silver vessels. Right. Similarly, I have copper second set at home also. If some guests come, ready Sandhya Vandana set will be given to them along with. Okay. Get my point? So you got your answer. So when you are traveling, this is minimum, because one dabba, one sampushta, where you have one small Gopichandan and Panchamudra, Shanka Chakra, Gada Padma, Narayan Mudra. That is a box. If you intend to take a small Sudarshana Saligrama, if you so wish, you can have that to just have your Nirmalya Tirtha and for Gopichandana. That is optional. If you don't have Sudarshan Chakra, the Narayana Mudra that is there in your Panchamudra can act like a Sudarshana Shaligram. Put some water there, decant it, and then second time you put water, take that as your Nirmalya Tirtha.
Thank you, Acharya. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Anand Torvi.
Sir, can we means the Acha, whatever Argya Pradhan we do, it is to be done in a standing position or sitting position can be done? No.
Good. I will come to Argya when I will explain that. Okay.
Okay.
So the portions as we go, yes, it should be in, quick answer is it should be in standing position for all the 3 Sandhya Vandanas for Rigvedis. For Yajurvedis, Sayam Sandhya should be sitting and you should keep. Okay.
Okay. And one more thing, sir. When we take both the hands, the thumb should be kept
Can I come
outside
to
the.
those? No, can I come to the details when I talk about Argya?
Okay. Okay.
Because I will have to repeat it again.
Okay.
If you have a question, you ask me. Don't ask me for clarification.
Okay.
Okay. I will cover that. Even beyond that, if you have a question, then you ask. Okay. Next.
Okay.
Nirbhay.
Sir, can you explain what is the meaning of Nirmalya Tirtha?
Yes. A Sudarshana Shaligram is there when you actually do an Abhisheka, and then that water is called Nirmalya Tirtha. Before you do the complete Puja Tirtha, the first Tirtha that you prepare for your own Shuddhikaran and also for applying Nama Gopi Chandana, you use that Nirmalya Tirtha. Okay, Guru Prasad.
So, Namaskar, Anna.
Yes, tell me.
So I have a Davali. So can I go outside, right? Say, for example, I stay in Chennai. If I go to Bangalore or Hyderabad for any official trip, so can I take Davali with me?
Yeah. Davali is ever muddy. But only thing I'll tell you, Davali once put in water, muddy goes away.
Okay.
You should not wash Davali, but you can wash silk.
Okay.
That is one technical thing. Second thing.
Okay.
When you are traveling, as far as possible, have 2 Davalis. That is, one Davali is kept always at home. That will not travel. Have one more Davali which will travel.
Okay.
Right. Another point, having Davali, right? Don't eat.
Okay.
If you eat, that becomes an eating Davali, cannot be used for Sandhya Vandana in future.
Okay. Now, one more doubt. So can we take Tirtha with Davali? Main Tirtha, Kandodaka.
No, Tirtha also you must not take with Davali is what many people say, right? So you should change to your particular silk, right? And then take it, because for Davali, the Tirtha taking means you have eaten. Why they say don't take Tirtha means, if you take Tirtha Prashan, it is equivalent to having your Tirtha Prasad. Okay. So do your thing, but one more thing. Silk you can take Tirtha and sit for Uta. Again, when you wash it, you can use it for Sandhya Vandana. You can reuse it, but you can't do that with Dhavli. Okay? Got it?
Yeah, thank you.
Vishwanath. I'll go further in the topic, so it's because I want these basic clarifications you should have because you should start practicing it.
Guruji, I have a question now.
Yeah.
See, human beings, I think always in the name of invention, they do something which may not be good for the humanity. So one such thing is now, see, when we say silk cloth, okay, nowadays if you see getting a pure silk, it may cost around 10,000 rupees. So now what they do is polyester, mix it with so many stuff, they bring us silk, and which we ideally buy, everybody for that matter. In that case, when you say silk, are we talking about pure silk or the polyester silk also? I think, is it considered holy for this japa karya?
You want a convenient answer or a correct answer?
I want a correct answer, sir.
Okay. Right. See, you are right. Today, affordability is another thing. Okay. Pure silk is what is correct thing as per Dharma Shastras. Okay. Again, what is pure, what is not pure, I don't know. Right. As the cost goes up, it is pure. Okay. This polyester, especially for Sandhya Vandana, we can still little bit concessionally approve it, not for Deva Puja. When you are touching the saligrama, when you are touching the murtis, etc., polyester mixed thing is not accepted. But if you say that is what I can afford, that is what is available, right? Then don't let us not formalize that as a correct thing. Ask God saying, hey Baba, I am not able to do it with pure silk. Please excuse me. I am doing it with this, but shortly I will be switching on to pure silk. That should be our mindset when we are doing something wrong. This applies to everything, right? But for you, or not for you, for your question is very good. If you cannot go with the pure silk, go with Dhavle. They are not costly. Okay, you can use Dhavle. But if it is very summer, for example, Guru Prasad asked, he is from Chennai. You can't wear Dhavli there. Such a hot place and humidity, right? Then you always feel like have a nice cotton dhoti. Previous day, right, after bath, come in muddy and put it in your puja room. That can be used for the next day. That is better than a polyester mixed silk.
So we call it as Bairasa. That is the one, Guruji, right? We call it as a Bairasa. So that is what you consider it as cotton.
What is that?
We call it as Bairasa in Udupi. So is that the one you are referring, Guruji?
No, Udupi, what do you call it?
Bairasa. Bairasa we call it as Bairasa.
Oh, Dhavle means a kind of jute, right? I don't know what we call. I will find out what we call in Udupi.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Thank you. No problem. I think I don't know.
Yes, Murti. Murti.
Yeah. What I was actually mentioning to the answer, what you were saying of the silk and this one. When we take two muddy pancha and after taking bath, can I dry that in the sense after squeezing it totally, not 100% dry, but even if it is still affordable to the thing with regard to it, I can still wear that and then complete my Sandhya Vandana?
If you don't have a choice. Okay.
I'm traveling. I cannot take.
Traveling, yes. Traveling, yes. See, for traveling, this thing I'll tell you. Carry your small Dhavle.
That's fine.
That's the best thing. That's the best thing.
No. That's fine. That's absolutely perfect. I mean, whatever, as you mentioned that, I cannot, we can
start doing it. Murti ji, start doing it. That's all. There is no shortcut with my thing. If I can take a Dhavli, I will take a Dhavli. Suppose that Dhavli I can't wear because it is sweating, then I will use this only and 7 times I will show it to sun god and wear it. It is equivalent to that dry cloth. Is that clear? But what I am saying is consciously try to practice if we can do it. Otherwise, ask Kshama and do the way we have been told to do.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Gopalji.
Namaste, Guruji. I have a question. Same uttana can be used for achamnya, karishe, argya. Same uttana.
Sorry.
Same spoon can be uttana. Can
Yes.
be.
What is your answer?
Same Uddarane I have been using.
Okay. Okay. Why I was recommending to me, if this is your Achamana Patra,
Yeah.
okay, when I am shifting the same Uddarni to this Karishe Patra, does some amount of water not get mixed with this?
Yes, yes.
That's it. To avoid that, have to Uddarni.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, yes. So you should have 3 separate Uddarnes.
Two separate is enough, no?
2 separate. Okay.
Yeah, two separate Uddarnis if you have. I'm giving you a practical reason. You said that we all said that there should be one Achamana Patra which should be separate.
Yes.
Why? Because that water should not be used for any other purpose. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if that purpose is defeated by having only one Uddarane, then what is the point of having the 2 Patra? Okay. Good question. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
Thank you.
Okay, great. So now we came to know about the Patra. Then I'm going into now further sharing of the screen. Sorry. Okay. Then Asana. Asana. Krishtan. All of you please mute. Krishtanjana. You know the deer skin. Okay. So that is first asana that you can have. Today we don't get it because even if you try, you get into the jail. So therefore, what should do? Second type of asana is called Darbhasana. The asana made of Darbha. You get it in puja stores. That is one. Second. Third one, the same Dhavale I told you. Made of Dhavale, you also get one asana. Okay. That is called Dhavale asana. It is a simple thing which you can sit on it. Many puja stores have it. So these 3 types of asanas can be used. Some of them people use a wooden plank. That depends on your comfort. Wooden plank has not been told in many places, but mostly these are the asanas told. Krishtanjana, Darbhasana or Dhavale asana should be used while performing Sandhya Vandana or Devar Puja. That is asana. Then posture. So people confuse here. Sit in a comfortable Padmasana posture. Let it not pain your legs. Be upright, right? And comfortably do your Sandhya Vandana. Okay. Most important is that, you should have a relaxed and calm mind, right? And vacate your mind from disturbing thoughts. Don't have your phone with you. First thing, put it in silent mode or tell your family people, if there is a phone call, tell them I will be available after 1 hour. Nothing is going to happen. So be very clear. And while going into the puja room, think that for the next 45 minutes, I am going to be conversing with God. I am going to be talking to God. I am going to be enriching myself through this Sandhya Vandana. That should be the kind of relaxation in your mind, so that this activity should give you relaxation. But some people said, hey, tension, I have to do Sandhya Vandana. Oh, my time is over. My bus is coming. What is the point? Right? But see, people say, okay, therefore I don't do Sandhya Vandana. So you should not jump there, but say that, can I do some prevention methods? Prevention is better than cure. So can I do that to actually do a peaceful Sandhya? Good. Now I am coming into Nama Mudra Dharana. Very important. Okay. See, this Nama Dharana, why is it important? I'm just giving you the significance, right? For any sadhaka to do a karma, diksha is important. Okay. Purification process is important. Okay. So the pradhana diksha comes by Nama Dharana. That is your Dwadasha Nama Dharan using Gopi Chandan. And Pundra means symbol. Okay. So Pundra Dharana means you use your mudra, right? So that is called Pundra Dharana. So Nama plus Pundra Dharana is equal to Nama Mudra Dharana. That is what it is called. In the Smriti Granthas, in the Smriti Muktavali, it is said that a person who does any karma without this Nama Mudra Dharana, what happens is the phala gets taken away by the Rakshasas. Is that clear? So let us be very careful that this prerequisite step enables the Rakshasas not to snatch away the phala from the karma that we do. Okay. And Namadharana is done how? Dwadasha Namadharana is told you we can do it using Gopi Chandana, right? What in, Dwadasha Nama in Shukla Paksha, you should start from Keshava to your, what is that? Damodara, right? Govinda to Damodara and other Nama, Dwadasha Nama. Other Paksha, you use, I'm going to give you a table, right? How we should use which name for applying which Nama. Okay. Then you have the Ayudha of Vishnu, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma and Narayana. These are the 5 mudras. One word of caution. Many people make one mistake. There is a mudra available in the name of innovation and invention, right? All the 5 mudras embedded in one. My question is, where do you apply? All over the body? Because every mudra has to be applied in designated places. Okay. Therefore, people say all the designated places together. No, clear no. Even for traveling, please don't use Pancha Mudra. That is called Pancha Mudra, means in one mudra, all the 5 embedded, clearly wrong. Have 5 separate mudra. There are very small mudras available today, even for traveling, made of silver, made of copper, made of brass also. Please use that. And in specified time, we take Tapta Mudra Dharan. And the Tapta Mudra Dharan should be taken by our Guru. That is, our Matha Guru, we must take Tapta Mudra Dharan. This is very clearly told in every scriptures that Tapta Mudra Dharan should be taken only from your Matha Guru and not from others. Very important to be followed. Okay. People say on Ashadha Ekadashi, this Swamiji has come, therefore I had it. Okay. I don't want to get into debate. I am just going by what our Guruji and Swamiji told in many of his lectures, saying that we must take the mudra from our respective gurus. For example, he has many Shishyas who belong to different matha, who are studying under him. He doesn't give mudra to them. He says, please go have mudra dharan, that is Diksha Swikar from your respective guru. I don't want to open a debate on this. I go by what he has told and what he is practicing. Okay, this is about Nama Mudra Dharana. One question to all of you is, Gopi Chandan, what is the genesis of Gopi Chandan? Where did it come from? Any quick answer?
From Udupi.
Vishnu Deha.
From Mathura, yeah.
From
It
Dwarka.
is from Vaikunta.
Yeah, I think it is from.
Actually, the story goes like this. All of you, please mute. In Vasudeva Upanishads, Narada Maharshi goes to Lord Vasudeva, okay, and asks him, please explain me what is Urdhva Pundra Dharana, what is the Dravya to be used, what is the mantra to chant, what are the places to apply. Not that Narada did not know, he wanted to reinforce this concept in everybody's mind. Then Sri Hari Vasudeva actually did that Upadesha to Narada, saying that in Vaikuntha Loka, there was a Chandana born that was called Vaikuntha Chandana. Got it? Right? Vishnu Chandana. And this Vishnu Chandana is applied by Brahmadi Devas, right? Every day before they start their Anushఠāna in designated places. Okay? So therefore, one has to apply this Gopi Chandana with Dwadasha Nama and Mudra using this Vishnu Chandana was the answer given to Narada. But when Krishna did the avatara in Bhuloka for the Bhubhara Haran, then what he did was, on the request of Gopikas, he brought that Vishnu Chandana to Bhuloka. And these Gopikas threes applied this Vishnu Chandana to Sri Krishna and did that prayers. That Chandana, right, after drying, for the next day it will dry and fall down, right? All that became Gopi Talab also. You get my point? So, Gopikas threes used to apply this Vishnu Chandana brought by Krishna from Vaikuntha Loka. Because Gopikas threes connection was there, it got called as Gopi Chandan. Otherwise, it is Vishnu Chandan. So it is so important and very sacred. And at the same time, as Krishna was moving around, right, with when the Chandan was falling, etc., even that Mrittika is referred to as this thing. But main thing is Vishnu Chandana became Gopi Chandana when it came to Bhuloka, and Gopikas trees used it to do that Shodashopchar Puja to Sri Krishna every day. Got it? So we must understand the significance of Gopi Chandana and don't treat it as simple mud. It is this sacred mud which is Vishnu Chandan, which was on the body of Krishna, and it sampark after Krishna's sampark. What it was so many years back. Oh, that essence, that purity is still there in this Vishnu Chandana. How do we apply? Different fingers are there. Ring finger when you use, right? When you use ring finger to apply your nama, right? See, scriptures tell us very clearly, one gets peace of mind. Okay, one uses middle finger, then the lifespan abhivriddhi, ayushya abhivriddhi happens. Angushta very, very tough to use and apply, right? Most of us don't, but actually that is a gym, which means if I use this, I will be completely fit. Pushti prada. Tarjani, pointing finger, is mukti prada. So most of us resort to middle finger or tarjani, because ultimately our goal is to go towards him and experience our eternal swarupa, anand, sukh. Right? So look at it. This is the technicality. But we seldom want to know this, seldom want to appreciate. Now we know it, we can appreciate and use it. Is that clear? This is what this Sandhya Vandana Abhiyan is aiming, is to make people realize what we are doing, why are we doing, how do we need to do it. Somebody told me today, Sandhya Vandana, oh, I know it, I'm doing it. That is why you have to come, I told. Saying that people who are doing Sandhya Vandana need to be in this particular program, not that they do not know how to do Sandhya Vandana, but to enrich ourselves with the real Anusandhan and do that particular Sandhya Karma. Okay? Now this slide, observe it. Shukla Paksha, you start from Keshava to Damodara. Krishna Paksha, Sankarshana to Sri Krishna. Okay? So where all do you apply? First, I apply to my forehead, saying Keshavaya Namaha. Now it is Shukla Paksha. Let me use that. Right? Just a minute. Give me a minute. Somebody is ringing the bell. So, Keshavaya Namaha, we will apply that Gopi Chandra on the forehead, right? Then, Narayanaya Namaha, we will apply it on the stomach, just above the Nabi, we start, and then come up to the Hridaya portion. Then, see, these namas should be applied in this order only, okay? Madhavaya Namaha, we actually do a heart symbol at the chest. Then fourth one is actually neck. Is that clear? So we say Govindaya Namaha and apply there. Then you come to Vishnave Namaha and we come to this thing, stomach right hand side. Okay. And then Madhusudanaya Namaha, we do it to the right shoulder. Okay. Then we have Trivikramaya Namaha, neck right side. Okay. Then Vamanaya Namaha, stomach left side below. Okay. And Sridharaya Namaha, left shoulder. Okay. Rishikeshaya Namaha, neck left side. And Padmanabhaya Namaha to our backbone. Right. And then Damodaraya Namaha to our neck. Clear? Spend 30 seconds on this. And it should be in this order. And we also Srivatsa, we use one more nama here, right? And then Vasudevaya Namaha, we apply it here. Some Matha people also use a nama here, right? This is Sampradaya. There is no problem about that. Okay. So what is this saying? The summary of this says that in Shukla Paksha, chant these and apply your Nama in this order. And in Krishna Paksha, start from Sankarshanaya Namaha till Sri Krishnaya Namaha. So the very process of Nama Mudra Dharan or this Nama Dharan is saying that actually I am doing the Anusandhan of this Bhagavat Rupa in this particular places of my body by applying this Gopi Chandan. If you think like that, the body becomes so much positively vibrated for the next steps of what you're going to do as Sandhya. Am I making sense? Okay. Yeah. Then Mudra. Chakra. There is a picture I will give you. Chakra to be put in 19 places. When you are applying Chakra Mudra, what did Chakra do? You should remember Ambarisha's story. Ambarisha Durvasa story. You know about that Dwadashi story in Bhagavata. Right? When Durvasa Maharshi came, Ambarisha Maharaja was almost on the Dwadashi day. He said, Durvasa, finish your Anika and come. He did not come for years. Right? But what happened? The people, the learned say, after Ekadashi, doing Dwadashi Parane, right? Breaking the fast is also important. So take Tirtha or a glass of water, that is fine. But Durvasa came and said, how can you leave me and eat or drink? Then, he started saying that, he will be perished and whatever. At that time, Ambarisha just prayed. Then Sudarshana, he went. Sudarshana Chakra started following Durvasa. So what did it do? He went to Brahma, Vayu, every. They said, no, this is not our thing. You have to go back to Durvasa, ask for your pardon. It will be done. So Sri Hari protected Ambarisha. So Ambarisha Varada is the smaran we should do while we are applying Chakram. Look at it. A simple mudra applying, you are using the right thing. Then Shankha. Then Gada. When you are doing Shankha, what happened? Dhruva Raja, 5 years boy, because he felt he was insulted by the king, by the queen there, saying, you can't be sitting, my son should be sitting. Is that clear? At that time, he went and said that I will go and see God by the Upadesha of Narada. Then what happened? When the Kapola was touched by this Shankha of Vasudeva, what did he start? Yonta pravishya mama vachamimam prasuktam. What a fantastic verse came out of the mouth of Dhruva Raja. That is to be realized when I am applying Shankha. Look at it. The very, very significance of what I am doing, if I realize it, it gives me wonderful vibrations. Gada, right? Vayu Varada, Bhimsen Deva. Padma, Lakshmi Varada. Narayana, the person who is having Narayana Mudra will actually, get rid of all the sins and his Uddara happens. So the significance of this Mudra has so much in it to this thing. Many people get confused with which Mudra is which one. Chakra, all of us know. Shankha, we know. Gada, we know. No, we don't know Gada and Padma. We always interchange this. Simple tip. Whenever there is a horizontal line there, that is Gada. Can you see that in the picture? Right? And Padma does not have it. It is in the Padma shape. Narayana Mudra, everybody knows. So have these 5 mudras separately, right? And then apply it in the designated places. Okay. This picture tells you as to where all you should apply this. We will give you a small, animated thing in terms of telling you where to apply what mudra. This is very important, and we can't be randomly applying mudras wherever we want. Is it clear? Okay. So with this, I think, what all we have covered now is, let me go to that. Right. So we have Shuchi Karan, we have said. in Shuchikaran, what we do, the snana, how do we come, the Shuddha Vastra, etc. And then Gopi Chandra Nama Mudra Dharana we talked about, right? Then we'll have to get into Achaman and Pranayama. Okay, now it's almost time, but however, I will pause here, right? And by the next classes, I'll be able to make up, because initial introductions have more. Okay.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
1 minute, don't talk without raising your hand. Gopalji.
Sir, one doubt, sir, because we attended Kannada class also. We have to attend for this also?
No.
English also?
If you are, no, I think our messages are very clear, which we have told you.
Yeah.
Right? Why? Just please listen. Yeah. There are 3 WhatsApp groups. One is batch 2, batch 3. Okay. Some people in batch 2, batch 3 are belonging to English batch. They have not transferred themselves into English batch. So we keep sending that message. If you are attending in Kannada, please don't come for English. Right? This is only for people who cannot understand Kannada script. And for them, we have put this English thing. But if you are coming for Kannada, please continue the Saturday batch of Kannada. Yesterday you came.
Only that one day, no, sir? Only the one day, Saturday only.
Only Saturday. Have you come yesterday?
Yes, sir. Yes, I come yesterday.
So are you there in the 1 minute? Are you there? 1 minute. Are you? Allappa, ನೀವು WhatsApp group ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೀರಲ್ವಾ?
ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್.
WhatsApp ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬನ್ನಿ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು.
ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್. ಶನಿವಾರ ಒಂದೇ ದಿವಸ ಸರ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್.
ಶನಿವಾರ 7:30.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now,
yes. Guruji, I have a question.
Yeah.
Vishwanath here, Guruji. Guruji, I think when you were explaining different type of asana, I think you were talking about Darbhasana, Krishnajana, and then Dhavalyasana. So in this matter, I think nowadays, I think everybody uses wooden plank, and when it comes to wooden plank, the plywood is more affordable. Now people, I think that is what we easily get. So is it okay if we use plywood on top of that? Either we can make use of Darpa Chape or...
No. If you are going to get Darpa Chape, why use a wooden plank is my question. You have a nice floor, right?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
That's my answer to you. Yeah. What I'm saying is, if you don't get any of these 3, probably people use wooden plank.
And when we say wooden plank, Guruji, I think, can we make use of this jackfruit?
What I'm saying is, it should be mane.
Yeah, jackfruit, the mane made of jackfruit, is it?
Yeah.
Is it okay?
No, but jackfruit manes are definitely used for Deva Puja, not for us sitting.
Okay, when we are using japa, after completing japa, if you have to do Devata Puja, in that case, I think making 2 different...
To keep God, we use this...
Okay, understood, Guruji.
Not for us.
Not for sitting, okay, understood, Guruji. And the second follow-up question, Guruji, sorry for taking time. Now, you were talking when you said Nama Mudra Dharana. If people don't do Nama Mudra Dharana, the Rakshasa will take the holiness or the benefit out of it. So I think in this modern era, Guruji, I think we cannot attribute any scientific reason for each and every point. But if at all we have to communicate this to the younger generation, if we say, if you don't put Nama Mudra, Rakshasa will take away, they won't understand, they don't appreciate, they may laugh at us. So if at all we have to convince in the new modern era, how do we tell them? If you don't use it, I think there may be some scientific attribute which we can, tell them.
Yeah. See, I think this is a very big debate. Okay. I can't address this in this class. Okay. But I can only tell you that there is some component of faith with which we have to start the generation. Okay. And that faith is that I practice it, right? And at the same time, you say that it is a kind of preparation. For example, when a surgery happens, how much of cleansing happens to the patient? Why? Right? So, for example, he is put to that, etc. and all that, right? So all that happens, sterilization, for example, happens so that he doesn't get infected. Correct? So what we are, see, same analogy is literal sense we can't say. Instead of saying Rakshasas go, Sandhya Vandane has 3 steps. One is Snan, Nama Mudra Dharan, and then doing Sandhya Vandana. This is the prescribed text. Right? Why don't you question Newton's law? Ask the same child.
No,
why doesn't he?
Don't take me wrong, but...
No, 1 minute, wait, please wait. Your question is valid. But what I am telling you is, the conviction we get to convince these things is that it has to be slowly, because it can't be thrust saying that I say you do it. No, nobody is ready to do that. Okay, but the younger generation is ready to listen, not because science has an answer for it, but we need to have a patience to explain and tell them clearly why we are doing what we are doing. And if we don't know, we should have humility to say that I don't know the reason, but I have been doing it and I have seen benefit from it. This is the way I address the younger generation. Therefore, this workshop will give you a lot of reasons. Just don't say Rakshasas will take. This is the prerequisite. And if I give a Sanskrit verse saying that Rakshasas will take away, will that be an authority or not? Because Newton's laws being printed in the science textbook, people take it. When our Rishi Munis have actually given this as pramana, somebody has to take it. Simple. Right? But such questions come, but let us have a longer debate. But your question is valid, but very simple, right? For everything, science cannot, right? Because science does not touch a lot of information that we talk in philosophy. Philosophy is beyond science. Is that clear? Okay. Next question.
Okay, Guruji. Only one more question. Same.
I'll come back to you, Vishwanath. Let's go in turns. Let everybody get a chance.
Guruji.
Yeah.
You said that we should not wash Dhavali, and when we wash it, it loses its significance or power. So how long can we prefer wearing it?
Throw it, na. Buy a new one. When you think that its life is over or it is stinking, etc., don't use it. Buy a new one.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Hare Srinivasa Guruji.
Yeah.
While preparing the paste from Gopicha, we have to chant the lines from Sri Sukta as well as Vishnu Sukta. If time does not permit, can we avoid to chant that lines from that sukta?
There is no prescription of what to chant, but whatever mudra we have to apply, there is some shloka for Chanka,
Yes,
Chakra, etc. Okay. For Gopi Chandana, what we do typically is we have to finish Vayustuti chanting, right? So we chant Vayustuti, and by the time Gopi Nama Mudra Dharana and Mudra is over, Vayustuti chanting will be completed. Okay. Right?
Acharya?
Yes, who is that?
Aditya. This is Aditya. Acharya, can we sit directly on the tiles or directly on the land?
No. You should at least have something.
Like any leaf or anything?
No, I told you 3 things, right? Which you can have as asana.
Yes,
all these things are available and they are affordable. So please get it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Guru Prasad.
Hello, Anna. So actually, I'm sorry, I joined a little late today. So for Arghya, right, we were saying that we need to have a separate pela, right? So that means for when we are performing Arghya, we need to put it in the separate pela, right? Not in the...
No, that pela should be dry, not wet.
Oh, okay.
There should not be any water. All Karishe water would have gone, right?
Okay.
And in that same water, I should not give Arghya.
Okay.
Arghya can be given in 2 places. One is Shuddha Bhumi.
Okay.
So I can't give it on the floor because the water will all go everywhere. Correct?
Okay.
So I need to have a vessel. And this vessel should be empty, dry, with your Karavastra. That is why I said you have one more separate Arghya Patra.
Okay. So another doubt for me, Anna. So another doubt is, so when we are going for Snana, right, even though we are going to wear Davali, so when we are going with the muddy towel, that also need to be wetted, right?
Definitely. When you bathe, it will wet, na?
Okay.
Correct? You are wearing one muddy pancha. You are having one more muddy pancha on the top. And I told you that have one big tambige, right? After all your soap snana, use this Ganga Smaran and do. Then it gets wet, right? Then what happens? The top one, you squeeze it, use it for wiping. Then you wear the top one. The bottom one you remove and wash it in water. Squeeze it. wear it and then come. So it is naturally wet.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Anna.
Yeah. Nearby.
Yes, sir. Like what when we are like keeping the namas and all, like while we are keeping near the heart ones, why for only some people they only keep it only on the right side? Why do they not keep on the left one?
Yeah, what their elders in their parampara have told, they follow, right? But minimum 12. This one is the 13th one. 14th one is here. That's all. So if some elders have told and they have practiced it, there is little to question why about it. And let's not bother about it and follow what our elders have told us and proceed.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yes. People ask questions, and whoever is asking questions, the answer is applicable to everybody. Okay. So that is the merit of this question answer session. Okay. Yeah. Murthy ji.
We have performed the entire Sandhya Vandana, and then there is all the water. I shouldn't be saying it is water, but whatever we have actually done, it has been collected, right? Where do you actually throw it?
Don't put it to Tulasi. First rule. Do not put it on the Tulasi plant. Rule number 1. Second one, put it to any other tree other than Tulasi and Parijata. Okay, or in simple mud you can put it, so that and don't put it in your drainage. Clear? No. Don't put it in your sink. Don't put it in your bathroom. Okay, good question. Next. People are joining not with names, so it's almost time. My God, it's 8:50.
Guruji, can I
as long as your questions are there, I'm okay. Formally, I finished the session because
Guruji, now in the Nama Mudra Dharan, now we have to do Krishna Paksha separate 12 names and Shukla Paksha 12 different names.
Correct.
And now, and the second point, Guruji, now when we put this, when we make use of this Nama, do we have anything we have to interpret, like Keshava should be interpreted like a specific god? Do we have a specific meaning for such 24 different names, Guruji?
No, every name will, why it is Keshava, right? Why is it, that Nama explanation to Sanskritite thing is very useful to understand that name. But in this session of level 1, level 2, we will not be able to go deep there. Okay. And at the same time, we want to highlight people that you can finish Sandhya Vandana in 12 minutes, right? To attract people to start doing Sandhya Vandana who are not doing it. In a separate text, you will find, right? For example, somebody has written on Vishnu Sahasranam. Pick up these 24 names they will have given the meanings, right? Okay. For example, Keshava, a simple one, because you asked, I told you, right? This Keshava, why he called is, this Keshava, okay, does the Niyamana for Brahma as well as Rudra. That meaning comes out of the word Keshava. Okay, like that Chaturvimshati Rupa, we can do one separate baitak after all this Sandhya Vandana to understand these Chaturvimshati meanings. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Guruji. And Guruji, now why are we making use of 12 different names only in Shukla Paksha and Krishna Paksha? So is there any specific, is it written anywhere in the scripture?
Yeah, Sandhya Bhashya.
The reasoning
it is there in Sandhya Bhashya, right? Which designates the places also. And it also says what are the Dwadasha Namas and what names have to be taken.
Guruji, may I know what is the Agni Karya?
Yes, Uday Chandra.
And Guruji, now the source of water, Guruji, now we are saying if at all people are staying in apartments, can we make use of the tap water which we get directly from the overhead tank, Guruji?
Tell me what is the other choice?
The only thing which I can think is maybe we have to store it in, which is very practically impossible, but if at all that is not, I think it is not allowed, then the only next option is storing holy water somewhere, Guruji.
No, how many days will you store?
Yeah. So that's
right. See, one thing is, because my water is only tank water, there are two options. Either I don't do Sandhya Vandana, right? Or I use the same water to do Sandhya Vandana.
Yeah, I think doing Sandhya Vandana is much better than not doing it. So
you got one answer. Another thing is, I'll come to you, Uday Chandra, next. Okay. Another thing is when you bring water, right? At least one thing you can do. The tank water, don't fill it from the bathroom.
Okay.
So fill it from maybe kitchen or wherever, right? And that kitchen also, see that there is no rice articles, etc. Clean. Once pour water on the tap and then fill it like this.
Got it, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji.
Then put one tulsi dal when you come to the Devagraha, right? Put one tulsi dal and close it. Om Namo Narayanaya Om. Chant it 12 times and bring that purity in your same tank water. Okay.
Thank you, Guruji.
Yeah. Uday Chandra ji.
Guruji, may I know the Agni Karya which is to be done during Pratha Sandhya?
Out of syllabus. Out of syllabus now.
Okay, sir. And may I know what is the Narasimha Bijakshara?
No.
While applying Gopicha.
See, Bijakshara and all, let's not go there at all. Okay. Let us only chant these Keshvaya Namaha, etc. and apply Gopicha right now. We are in the level 1 and we are learners now. Let's not go there. Those separate questions you can even consult Panditas in your respective places to get clarifications on. But we will not drift from the syllabus, right?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, great. So I think it's time. Thank you, all of you.
One final question, Guruji, if at all.
Quick one.
Yeah, Guruji. Now, if at all, can we make use of Tulsi Mritika? I mean to say the mud which is there in the Tulsi pot, and assume while applying Gopi Chandana saying that it is the same mud which is stepped on by Lord Krishna and Lord Vishnu.
Why do you want to use that mud when
in case, Guruji, if at all
no choice. No choice. I cannot think of a situation when you will not have Gopi Chandana. Sorry.
At least maybe during traveling, Guruji. If at all,
I will carry. When you can, no. My question, Vishwanath, when I can search for mud when I am traveling, what mud? Will you find a Tulsi plant there where you go? You may not find. So what is wrong in having at least, you guys give us a lot of Gopi Chandan, right? Udupi people. Correct?
Yes.
So carry that small cake with you.
Understood, Guruji.
No choice. Some things are non-negotiable. Simple.
Point noted, Guruji. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So I don't know. Pramod is there? Pramod, there is.
Yes, Guruvale. Yeah.
I think from the English batch, the strength has come down. I don't know whether it is festival week or.
Yes, Guruvale. Yes. Many have sent me message actually. They are not available today.
Traveling. Okay. But how many?
Traveling.
YouTube.
Many are YouTube also very less actually as of now. I think people are now viewing it. They are not in the live.
Yeah. Okay. So all of us. So let's keep connected, and we will send you the video recording just for your purpose. Don't further circulate it. It is for your revision, right? People who could not attend will listen to it. I hope this model is meeting your expectations. Yeah.
Absolutely, Guru.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
All wish you very happy right? And Venkatesha, Padmavati, Kalyana. Let Kalyana happen to all of us in terms of Jnana Abhivriddhi, Manasika Swasthya, and right Jnana in the direction of Moksha Marga. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Hare Namaha. So we'll meet next Sunday. Sorry.
Hare Srinivasa.
Hare Namaha.
Hare Srinivasa.
Thank you so much for joining a very interactive session. So keep the spirit up. But end of the day, I hope you're all doing Sandhya. Okay?
Yeah, we are doing it.
Wonderful. Okay.